That was a hell of a show, my friend. Watchers collapse in the street as we speak. And the foundry. Well, it won't stain this beautiful city with its abominations. Not anymore. But it's not over. So long as a single parasitic Gondian remains, Baldur's Gate is under threat.
Enough, Wulbren. Gortash enslaved us, forced us to build his steel watches, but no more. Take the city, let the Iron Hands reign supreme. I just wish to go home and hold my daughter.
Torbin a raison, c'est terminé.
Please. If a Gondian told me the sky was blue, I'd look outside and check. You Gondians will lie, scheme, and torment this city until your dying breaths. Let's end this!
Wulbren, enough! I won't watch as you poison your soul and the brilliant future that remains to the Iron Hand gnomes. I thought the Iron Hand gnomes had corrupted you, Wulbren. Now, I wonder if it wasn't the other way around. Kill the Gondians, and you kill all we love. Collaboration, challenge, solving problems with the power of reason, creativity, and invention. I still want to believe you're better than that, Wulbren. But even I am having my doubts.
Les gnomes de main de fer ont peut-être besoin d'un nouveau chef. Qu'en dites-vous, Barcus?
I say you're right. They deserve a leader who'll encourage them to create, not destroy. They deserve someone like me. I can't save you from yourself, Wulbren. It hurts terribly, but I can't. Toss your values in the bin if you want, but don't throw out the Iron Hands with them.
This is ridiculous. Iron Hands. Kill this man. How dare you? Cowards!
The Gondians recognize Barcus Root as leader of the Iron Hand gnomes, and look forward to ushering in a new peace between our factions.
It is with a heavy heart that I remove Wulbren Bongal from our ranks. You have until first light to leave the city. Wulbren.
I expect treachery from all sides, but you, little Barcus, the boy who followed me from the Underdark, who clung to me like moss to stone, when we next meet, my hammer will cleave your skull in two, and that is a promise!
Well, here we are. A most unexpected outcome.
Vous avez tenu tête à Wulbren? Je suis impressionné.
I take no pleasure in ousting Wulbren. But he's not the old friend I remember. When did he get so angry? So violent? Someone like that cannot lead the Iron Hand gnomes. We need peace. Thank you for your encouragement. I needed it, and have done since the day we met. I may have lost Wulbren, but I found a far preferable ally. Friend, even. Now, myself and the Iron Hand gnomes have much to disentangle. But when you're ready to face what's waiting for you, believe me, we will be at your side. Shoo, then. For now. My friend.
An alliance with the Iron Hands. I didn't think it possible. The Gondians are in your debt, my friend. Simply call, and we will be by your side. I swear it.
Je ne m'attendais pas à ce que ça désactive aussi les gardes qui étaient déjà en ville.
It is pleasurable to see you. Your intervention within the cult's underwater complex was a timely one. I am glad my carelessness did not cost the life of Duke Ravengard. That you also saved me was unexpected.
Pourquoi vous trouviez-vous là-bas au juste?
My meeting with you led me to a most unsettling conclusion. That my kind had begun to exert influence through this cult of the Absolute. I felt illicit interference would not be conducive to this plane's survival. I sought out other infected individuals to ascertain the truth of my hypothesis. Unfortunately, I strayed too close. I was captured and transported to the prison in which you found me. There, I saw Gortash and his followers inflict cruelties far beyond any I witnessed in the Underdark. I am grateful that you were spared such a merciless fate.
Je ne vous aurais jamais abandonné. Je vous aime bien, à vrai dire.
I too feel some warmth at your presence. Your inclination to generosity is an admirable quality, one I wish to reciprocate. Blurg and I have consulted on the matter of your reward. We first thought to ask the denizens of the Underdark for their aid in fighting the cult. Alas, our influence there remains negligible. Instead, we have selected a series of items from the Society's vaults. Given my kind's involvement in creating this evil, it is only right that I do my part in helping you defeat it, or at least improving your odds.
Omeluum tells me I have you to thank for its safe return. We know the risks when we go out into the field, but to lose my friend in such a way would have been most disheartening.
La bravoure est loin d'être un défaut. D'ailleurs, vos recherches pourraient s'avérer utiles pour ma cause.
If there's any conclusion to be drawn from this, I think it's that Omeluum and I are safest back in the Underdark. Our research there must continue. We may not be able to fight on the front lines as you do, but we may yet do some good for those who call it home. We'll depart when this absolute army is defeated. I understand you are involved in the matter. I hope our gifts will provide you with some meaningful assistance in fighting the evil Omeluum uncovered. Do let us know how you get on. So your escape.
Excellent rhetoric.
I bet you're pleased with yourself. saving your father and making a fool out of me in a single swoop. Go on, do your gloating. You've earned it.
Damn right I did. My father is safe and my chains are broken.
Franchement, c'est pathétique, Misora. Je ne connais pas beaucoup de diables qui se sont fait avoir de la sorte sur un de leurs contrats.
Yes, celebrate your fortunes. But remember that they are lost as quickly as they are gained. For now, you've tipped the scales in your favor. But all it takes is a whisper for me to tip them back. Now, have some manners. It's not polite to dig around in a lady's mind without her permission.
Comment ça?
Why look for hidden meaning when the words are laid so bare? Besides, now is a time of celebration. I am sure you and Duke Ravengard have plenty to talk about.
First you cleave my heart in twain, now you shatter it to pieces. My son, a monster. Twisted beyond recognition. To think my blood flows through those veins. Is this my fate? To be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours?
It isn't what you think. It never was.
You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now. It is exactly what I think.
Ravengard's tadpole clenches as your memories and wills flow into him.
My tears rooms. I'm in your mind.
The Grand Duke sees Misora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in Will's face as an impossible choice is set before him.
No. My son.
The past becomes present, and Will's thoughts are laid bare. Ravengard sees Will partnering with Misora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
Well,
Everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
Il est grand temps que vous vous réconciliez tous les deux. Nous avons une cité à sauver.
all too right. My son. You sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate, and I cast you out for it. You gave yourself to the Hell's eternal fires so I might walk free. By the gods. Can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you.
Je vous écoute.
Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out. A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Balduran he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened, but just the once. Since then, the city has faced countless threats, but we always overcame. There was never a need to call on the worm. Until now. The Absolute is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. The worm must be awakened, and the task falls to you. Take this. The Legend of Ansur. An ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you.
Vous ne voulez pas aller réveiller le dragon vous-même?
The legend has it that Ansur will only answer to a proven hero of the city. Until a moment ago, I thought that was me. But is he who rejects his own child a hero? What of he who calls his brave son a monster? You showed me the truth. You showed me that I was the one who turned his back. You showed me that will may be the future of Baldur's Gate, and well beyond it.
Will, qu'est-ce que vous en pensez?
Baldur's Gate stands on the brink of the abyss. My father was clear. We awaken the worm and take back the city.
Will, you are more valorous than Balduran himself. May the city know the truth of my only son. Pride of Ravengard. Pride of Baldur's Gate.
We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. I disappointed him once. I won't do it again.
Un dragon assez puissant pour annihiler une armée de cultistes? Nous allons avoir besoin de l'aide d'Ansur.
Go on, read the legend of Ansur. Then we can plan our next steps.
Vous voilà enfin réunis, votre père et vous. Qu'est-ce que ça vous inspire?
It's complicated. There's the joy of reconciliation, the relief of forgiveness, and the anxiety of new expectation. It's a flurry of emotion. I'm not sure how to make sense of it.
Concentrez-vous sur le soulagement. Votre père connaît enfin la vérité.
Relief. My last 7 years have been defined by the secrets I carried. I feel light as a feather now that I've shed them. When I left the city, my father saw only a boy carrying the stench of the hells. Now, he sees the man I made of myself. Once all this is ended, once we've crushed the brain and freed the people, I could once more call Baldur's Gate home. Whether I return there, well, only time will tell.
Je pense qu'il est temps de lire la légende d'Ansur. La légende d'Ansur. Porte de Baldur, mouillage du grand Baldurien. Ô grand Baldurien, fondateur vénéré, et le puissant Ansur, son dragon gardien, le sauveur des profondeurs, là pour nous protéger. Par le roc, loin sous les pieds des prisonniers, là où nul ne penserait à le chercher. Je vois qu'il y a une note écrite. Entrez dans la prison du roc du Dracosir, point d'interrogation. Si l'étincelle d'un héros vient à briller, les torches pourront se rallumer et le Dracosir se réveiller. Ces épreuves, tous ne pourront pas les franchir. Chaque jour, de nouveaux candidats du chapeau sortent, mais le fondateur l'a décrété, seul un héros pourra réussir. Et ainsi, un beau jour, prétendre au titre de cœur de la porte.
Somewhere within the prison at Worm's Rock. But what of this mention of torches and sparks?
The Absolute's voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. Reflections of reflections.
J'ai lu la légende d'Ansur. Comment l'interprétez-vous?
It is no legend. Ansur does sleep beneath the rock and will come to the city's aid when it is in need. He is oath-bound to do so.
Comment les cultistes de l'Absolu ont-ils réussi à vous capturer?
I was returning from Elturel. My traveling party stopped at an inn, Joaquin's Rest, to lay our heads. It wasn't the heat that woke me. It was the scent. Cultists had set fire to the place. I don't remember being taken. Just the smoke burning my throat before I fell. If only Floric... Oh, hells. Floric. While the Absolute commanded my mind, I condemned her to death and confined her in Worm's Rock prison. She stood by me even as the hell's fires lapped at my feet. You must free her.
Floric est libre. Elle est en train de rassembler des alliés alors que nous parlons.
Tremendous news. She proves as loyal to you as she is to me. I couldn't bear it if she died by my command. May the Triad guide her steps.
Qu'alliez-vous faire à Elturel?
A complicated one. I went to greet Elturel's High Overseer. Only for the Archdevil Zariel to drag the city into the hells. I've been touched by Avernus. Been a plaything for demons. A tale for other places. Other days.
Si la légende dit vrai, et qu'Ansur est bel et bien sous le roc du Dracosir, on va avoir un problème. C'est là qu'est le château de Gortash. Et ça m'étonnerait qu'il nous laisse fouiller comme on veut. Je pense qu'il est grand temps de lui rendre une petite visite.
Paradise.
Would you not prefer basking in the...
Mais ce sont les gens qui ont assisté au couronnement de Gortash. Pourquoi sont-ils morts?
You seek Archduke Gortash, do you not? Take the door to the right of the throne, just through the grating. But know this. If you do not possess the stone he requires, he will cleave you straight through. I trust nothing more needs to be said on the matter.
Cet endroit ressemble à un abattoir. Que s'est-il passé?
My lord requires a clear path to his magnificent future. We cut away the troubles and preamble. Do not face him without Orin's netherstone in hand. We will meet the same end.
We could have been allies, powerful ones. And yet, your actions sparked the fall of my steel watch. Whatever bargain we might have made fell with it.
Du calme, nous pouvons encore nous entraider.
Is that what you... The brain awakens. It's time I take matters into my own hands. It's hard to keep a good woman down, isn't it, Carla?
I don't know. You managed it for a solid decade.
I never meant to harm you, dear. Merely to help you realize your vast potential.
You sent me to the hells. You let Zariel take my heart, as though any of it was yours to give away.
The greater good, Karlak. Something I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You feel no regret, do you? All right. How about fear, then?
Oh, you do quite misunderstand. I've already made a deal with your companion. We need each other.
Do we now?
Ne vous en faites pas, Gortash. Nous savons déjà tout ce que nous avons besoin de savoir.
You ought to reconsider. Divided, the Elder Brain will create an Illithid army, yourself included in its ranks. Together, we can tame it. I'm sorry you feel wronged by how things ended between us all those years ago. But now we must look to the future.
You make it sound like we were lovers. Or friends. But that wasn't it. I trusted you. I respected you. It was my job to protect you. And that's what I did. I was so young. I didn't recognize evil when I saw it. When you turned on me, I was too dumbstruck to realize what was happening. No way he'd hurt me, I thought. You betrayed me for reasons I still don't quite understand. But I suppose evil has no real cause. It just is. Until it isn't.
You utter brat. You're going to burn this place down.
Good.
Faites vos prières, Gortash.
No, you have to stop her. Do it, now!